If you were recently diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, here are 5 things that I wish I would have been told back when I was diagnosed with MS. Before we begin, hi, my name is Alejandro. I was diagnosed with MS back in 2018, and now I just share my journey with others online. So, to begin, any neurologist will tell you this, but just in case they don't, you need a yearly MRI. That keeps track of any new lesions throughout the body, and you got to get your brain, your neck, and your spine checked. While you're at it, get your blood work done and check your vitamin D levels. At number 2, take your daily vitamins. Last week, I made a video on all the vitamins that I take, but you definitely got to take all your vitamins because they will help you deal with some symptoms to a certain level. At number 3, and I feel like this is a very important one, keep track of your lesions and your flare ups. Too many too soon might be an indication that you need to change your medication. The first year of my diagnosis, I was on Tecfidera, which was a pill that I needed to take like I think twice a day. I don't remember. This was like back in 2018, but I had like 2 or 3 flare-ups within like a 6-month span. My neurologist at the time, which amazing doctor by the way, I lost him because my insurance changed. They basically, they were very understanding about my symptoms and everything, and they suggested that too many flare-ups too soon is a bad indication that the medicine isn't working. So they switched me to an infusion to Ocrevus, and I've been on Ocrevus since 2019. Mind you, I got diagnosed in 2018. The reason why this is very important to me is because you're talking about a progressive disease that if you don't act quick, it could cost you something bigger than just a visit to the hospital. That's why I would kind of suggest and push to get your medication changed if you see too many flare-ups or too many lesions too soon in a certain time span. At number 4, even though I got diagnosed almost 10 years ago, I still struggle with this because I leave everything for last minute. But once you start your treatment, keep track of the date that you got your infusion if you're on infusion, because dealing with the insurance, the approvals, and all that last minute could delay your treatment. And I've been a victim to this so many times, and that's kind of my fault. And then also the doctor's office faults because they forget to submit the paperwork. And when they do that, that's when I kind of like call and be on top of their case to be like, you know what, like it's almost time. And I like to do this 2 months prior to my next infusion date. That way, when the infusion date comes, everything goes smoothly. Lastly, and you're gonna learn this as you go, keep track of your triggers. When you get first diagnosed, they'll probably tell you like, oh yeah, don't do this or don't do that. But there's so many other triggers that you might not know. For example, I didn't know the heat was gonna be a trigger for me. So now I can't step out of the house if it's 85 degrees or higher. As well as so many other things that people don't tell you. Don't drink, smoking, dairy, regular cow milk is so bad if you have MS. Stress, that's one of the main factors that causes flare-ups with people with MS. And like I said, you'll learn as you go. So keep a list and track of all your triggers because eventually you'll get it down and you'll stay away from the hospital. But yeah, hopefully my list helped you if you're recently diagnosed.